When you go to put your lifters back in the bike, you're going to notice right here in front there is a flat spot, and the rear has got a flat spot. Those are going to sit this way on the bike, parallel to the front tire and the rear tire. One key thing to note, and not a lot of people tell you, is you can see on this lifter about halfway down there's going to be an oil journal hole about halfway. That has to be towards the inside of the engine, and the reason is the oil pumps from the inside of the engine out this direction. So if that passage is on the inside of the engine, you're going to get oil into that lifter a lot quicker. Also note that when you're taking these lifters out, and you're going to see, I'm going to move to the back side because they're down, those flat spots are going to be lined up again with the front wheel and the rear wheel, which is what we're talking about right here. And the reason for that is it allows the lifter to go up and down, but this pin is going to go on the back side right here. That will hold those lifters from rotating clockwise or counterclockwise because that pin locks it into place. But that pin also allows that lifter to go up and down like it needs to for your exhaust and intake. When you're doing lifters, do remember, take the lifter, when you get it out of the box, put it in some oil for about 24 hours as a minimum. Exercise the lifter a little bit. Make sure that you get that lifter primed with oil inside that cavity. If you don't, you'll have a soft lifter. That could give you a false positive when you go to do your adjustments. What I've done is taken one of the old push rods and I modified it. Since it had to be cut to be taken out, I left it full length. I grinded down the end a little bit, and then I used a vacuum hose stopper or whatever you want to call it that goes on the end. So that allows me to really grab the tool like this, and then when that is saturated in the oil, I'm just going to put it on the top of that tappet, run it back and forth to allow oil to get into that lifter. So that'll help. So Harley gives you a free tool when you have to cut it out, the old push rod, and don't throw those away because they can be valuable for this purpose alone.